Hi guys, and welcome to a very different, very new type of video. I figured I would sit down and do a chatty kind of get ready with me video where we could just have a little discussion and kind of just discuss where my mind has been, where I want this channel to go and everything like that. Grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee and let's just sit down and get ready together. So I think my channel is kind of in an experimental stage at the moment. This may be a long chit chat get ready with me video, so I'm just gonna get started. At the moment I am using the Soap and Glory brow pencil, which is quite similar to the Anastasia brow pencil or the Brow Wiz. I'm really quite sad that I didn't think of doing Vlogmas this year because I've never done it. I think it would be really cool to just vlog some of the cool things that I do around Christmas time, like Winter Wonderland and going to Harrods and everything like that. So I have just this week moved home from university, and if you guys don't know, I am a third year, so I'm in my final year of doing a bachelor's in English Lit and Creative Writing. So yeah, I have just moved home for Christmas, which is quite nice because me and Chris, my boyfriend, live together. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean my eyebrows up using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which is actually really good. It's an amazing dupe for the NARS really creamy concealer. It's just a lot cheaper, so if you're on a budget, definitely look into that. I moved home a couple of days ago from when I'm filming this. So when I got home, me and Chris immediately went out to pick up Christmas card supplies because we are making our own Christmas cards this year, which is really exciting, but it's going to be very time consuming. And I say that me and Chris are making our Christmas cards, but it's definitely going to end up that I sit there doing them and Chris sits there cheering me on, making me cups of teas because he's not artistic in the slightest, no offense, Chris, if you're watching this. And then we rushed, well not rushed home, but we came home and I was planning on going out for one of Chris's friends' birthdays, and I was really excited about it. I wanted to get ready, I wanted to go out, and I went and checked on Lumi just to say hi because I'd been away for a while. And okay, if you guys know, there is a scene in The Dark Knight Rises, I think, but where the guy, Harvey, I think his name is Harvey Dent, the guy gets like half of his face like blown off, but like you don't see it until he turns his head, and it's so dramatic and disgusting. That was like Luna. She turned her head and it was like death was on her face. I put her in a takeaway container tub thing. I called an emergency vet. There wasn't a lid on it, by the way, before anyone asked. There definitely was not a lid in it. I just had to put her in something. And we got in the car and drove straight there. And she had to have like a tiny little surgery, and he said at the time that it might have been a tumour because her mouth was swollen, her eye looked like she was blind, it was terrifying. He said it might be a tumour, and I honestly was just a mess at this point. And so she had this surgery. Before I continue, I'm just priming my eyelids. So he took her in and gave her a little surgery, and he removed one of her teeth, and it was so sad. And he injected her lots and gave her antibiotics, and he took out the abscess, which is what it was. So that happened, and she was so knocked out after the tiny little operation kind of thing that she had. But the abscess, if you're squeamish, don't listen to this, but the abscess was so bad in her mouth that the pus was coming out of her eyes. It was so horrible, and her eyes are still really kind of reflective, and it's kind of weird, but she's on antibiotics at the moment, and we're hoping that everything clears up. So I think what I'm gonna do is go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette because I love this thing to death. But I also I will probably end up going into my Z palette. I'm just gonna take the shades Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just gonna warm that up into my crease. So I love to blend my eyeshadow super high, just because I don't have that lid space there. My crease kind of area is all that I really have to work with, so I really love having blown out soft kind of looks. I think I'm gonna go in with Bon Fresco, which is just this really beautiful kind of cool toned pink here in the palette. I'm just gonna put that all over my lid and start blending it into my crease with the tip of the brush. So I'm just taking a clean brush, this is just my MAC 217, and I'm just blending those together so I don't really have any harsh lines. I'm actually going to take Red Ochre, which is this red shade here, and I'm going to take it on a tiny shader brush and push it very close to my lash line. And I'm not going to wing this out or anything, but I'm going to start pushing it and then I'm going to blend it upwards so it's kind of a gradient up towards the crease. I think I'm done with the eyes for now. I'm just going to go onto my face and I'm going to prime with my L'Oreal Lumi Magique. It's kind of like an illuminating primer. It's just really nice to apply if you're going to go in with like a matte foundation and you still want to keep a little bit of glow. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm thinking of doing a more glam New Year's kind of look. Definitely let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. I could do 3 looks, 1 palette. So if you guys have a particular palette that you would like me to use, then let me know. But I do have the Morphe 350 palette and I'll show it to you guys quickly. It's just what it looks like. It's such a beautiful palette, so I could potentially use this if you guys would like me to. I'm going to go in and use the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Primer. I know they've got tons of different ones for different skin types and things. I bought this a while ago, the earlier part of the year, and I actually have not really used it, to be entirely honest. I think it kind of broke me out, but also I don't think I have the largest pores ever. It's just that it is nice to apply when I get slightly oilier in my T-zone. So I'm just going to take my foundation now. I'm only going to take a little bit of it because I've been wearing foundation less and less recently, and it's just my, the one that I'm using today is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I like to say it's my winter shade, but also I don't really think that I have a summer shade because I don't know if any of you guys know, but I'm actually Greek, or like I'm part Greek, I think. It's a very long story. So I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Eraser Eye Concealer in the shade Light. I've just tried this once the other night and it's like a twisty concealer, but so far it's absolutely amazing. I'm now gonna go in with my Laura Mercier loose setting powder, and I'm gonna take it on the tip of my beauty blender and just press it onto the concealer that I popped under my eyes, and that's just going to set it and stop it from creasing. I'm just going to take a Real Techniques brush and just dust that all away. I'm going to take my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and I'm just going to coat my lashes in that because I'm not wearing false eyelashes today. I'm going to take Bon Fresco on that and run that under my lower lash line. I really like to blow my lower lash line out. Now I definitely need to put some colour into my face, so I'm going to take my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm going to take that on a Zoeva brush and I'm just going to really bronze up my face with this. And I'm also going to take it on my jawline to kind of just hide that triple chin that I've got going on. My favourite part is highlighting, and I'm going to take my Laura Geller Baked Illuminator in the shade Gilded Honey, and I'm going to take this on like a Real Techniques brush and just pop that onto my cheekbones. I cannot honestly live without this highlighter. It's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. And now I'm just going to take a tiny bit of my Benefit Coralista blush. Even though it's shattered and I'm really sad about it, I do want to repurchase it, but I believe that Benefit aren't cruelty free, which really sucks. I by no means have a cruelty free makeup collection, but it is something that I'm definitely interested in. I'm now just going to take this flat kind of shader brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to take the Gilded Honey and I'm going to highlight my brow bone with that. And I think it just ties the look together. And then I'm going to take that into my inner corner as well, just to open my eyes up. And this is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Love Bug. And that, I hope so, is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a very different video for me. I'm still starting. I just figured it would be nice to do a sit down, chit chat, get ready with me video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one, guys. Bye!